Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video tutorial, I am going to explain about Microsoft SQL. SQL is a database computer language designed for the retrieval and management of a database in the RDBMS. RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management System. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Mainly the SQL commands divided into three types. One is the DDL, DML and DCL. DDL means Data Definition Language. Create, alter, drop. Second one, DML, Data Manipulation Language. Select, insert, update, delete. The third one is DCL, Data Control Language. Grant and revoke. In this video, we'll see DDL commands, create, alter and drop. So in my system already I have installed SQL Server Management Studio. So firstly we'll create the database. So under the databases section you can see only demo database I have available. So let's create one database. Take a new query. So mainly when you are installing a SQL Server Management Studio, by default the system databases are installed. That's called master, model, MSDB, tempdb. So whenever you execute any command, by default it will go and execute in the master database if you are not created in your own database. So now I have opened a new query window. By default it shows as a master database. So now let's go and create a database. To create a database we will use create command. Create database and database name we have to give. So now I am going to give my SQL DB. So this is a syntax for creating a database. Let's go and execute this command in the master database. Now we can see in the messages commands completed successfully. So if you want to see the MySQL database is created or not, you can navigate to database section. You can right click under refresh. We can see MySQL DB, it is created. I want to, by default I opened this query window in the master database section, master database. So I want to change this master database to MySQL DB. So for that I am going to use command and then the database name which you created newly. So select this line and execute in the master database. So you can see the master database is changed to MySQL DB. So now whatever you do commands in the query window, it will go and execute in the MySQL DB databases. So this is called how we can create a database and use a database. Now let's go and create a table. For that I am going to use a create a command, same create table name. I'm going to use employee table. In this employee table I'm going to give as a column called employee ID. It's an integer data type, and employee first. Let's go and create with this 4 columns in the employee table. Select this statement, go and execute. It says command completed successfully. Now we can navigate to database, right click and refresh. Expand this database and the tables. You can see employee table, it is created. Let's expand this columns. We can see employee ID, employee first name, employee last name, employee phone number. This is how we can create a table. So now we'll see how we can add one more column into an existing table. So I'm going to use on the alter command to add one more column into existing table. So alter table employee and add, we have to give a column name and a data type. I'm going to add a employee address where care of, I'm going to give 500. Select this statement and going to execute. It shows commands completed successfully. Let's go under refresh on the employee table column section. You can see employee address column where care of 500, so which we added in the syntax. So this is how we can alter the table. We can add the new column into existing table. So now we can do how we can drop a column from the existing table. I have added a employee address, employee ID, employee first name, last name, employee phone. Now I am going to drop a employee phone column from the employee table. How we can use? I'm going to use a alter command employee. Along with the alter command, I'm going to use a drop. We have to give a column and column name. Column, which column you want to go on to drop, that column name you have to give. This is a syntax for dropping a column from the existing table. Now I am going to select this command and execute. Commands completed successfully. Let's go and refresh the columns. We can see employee ID, first name, last name, address. There is no employee phone number column because we have dropped the column. So similar way we can drop the table as well. So let's go and use drop table name. You can use. Let's go and execute. You can see command completed successfully. So now let's go and refresh the database. Under table, you can't see employee table. We dropped the employee table. So similar way we can drop the database as well. So to drop MS SQL database DB, we have to open a new query in the master database, because we are already the query window, it's used in the MySQL database. Let's go and select this, open a new query. The query is in master database. The existing query window you have to close it, otherwise the session is already it is in use. So let's, before closing this, let's go and show you the syntax here. Drop database MySQL DB. Whenever I execute this command, it will shows the SQL DB already it is in use. We can't drop since the query window it is still open. So after opening the query window, we can drop the database. The query, it is little bit taking time. So you can see the message cannot drop a database MySQL DB because it is currently in use. Since you have the query window already, it is in open in the MySQL DB. You can close this window. So now you are going to execute this command. You can see command completed successfully. Let's go and refresh the database. You can see only the demo database is no more available MySQL DB. So this is how we can create a database and table and few actions. This is called DDL commands. So further we will discuss on the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.